Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you are doing well. You know you're my people and I love you. I always want you to be the big three, my friends. I want you healthy, happy, and safe. You know what I want from me? A little like, share, remind, push the love around, thumbs up always help. I know it's late. I know Cider Sunday is supposed to go up on Sunday morning and it's Sunday night now, but life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. So we have had a hell week, and if there's ever been a reason to drink a beer, it's tonight. We had car accidents, health scares, death in the family, crazy people yelling and screaming, and I had to replace my stove at 6 o'clock in the evening. Luckily, Brother Rich runs an appliance repair place, and he came out. He does all my stuff. Guy's great. If you're in Phoenix, you need somebody to take a look at your appliances in Metro Phoenix area, hit me up and I'll give you his number. He's excellent, top notch, and very fair price. Really, really good guy. He's one of our brothers. He's a patron of the channel himself. That being said, I'm due beer, man. Been a long day. I just dropped more money than I like to spend on a stove, and it was from a closeout store that, again, thanks to Brother Rich, was able to say, dude, I can't guarantee we can get parts for this one, get rid of it, and then this place is having a good sale. So we went there. Tonight we are going to take a look at Batiressie-chocolate-coconut-macaroon Imperial Stout Double Pastry. There you go. Imperial Stout Double Pastry. And we paid $5.99 for the can. It comes from Energy-City-Brewing. The ABVs are going to be 10. The IBUs are not available per Untapped. The brewery's webpage is more geared toward walk-in business and doesn't give us a whole lot of specs on their stuff. That's everything they gave us. And they gave it a 4.2, so we shall see, but it sounded interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour this one. And because it's getting a little chilly out here this evening, that looks pretty, man. Take a taster and put that in the house. Let that warm up while we do this beer. So if you will excuse me, if I can find the right button here, there we go. I'll be back in just a flash. I'm going to drop that off, and of course, God forbid I should ever have all my tools handy. Grab the therm. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So it says Batisserie, B-A-T-I-S-S-E-R-I-E instead of patisserie, because this is from Batavia, Illinois. Imperial Pastry Stout brewed with chocolate, coconut, and milk sugar. Well, they had me at macaroon because I like macaroons. But again, she's woefully deficient in any kind of information. Let's kick a little light up here. I left the light down so you fellas could enjoy the light show behind me, because of course it is December the 8th. And there you go. Now you can see me in all my full lit glory. She is dark. The head's not as good as I would have expected. I would have liked seen her a little thicker and creamier. She has the right coffee color, though. That whatever the hell light colored coffee is called. Let's get a temp here. She is cold, my friends. Cold, cold, cold. We are looking at 45 and change, 46. This time I did remember to have a hanky in my pocket. So let's do that and do that. At this temp, I don't know how much we're going to get off the nose. It does look like she will lace for us, though, which is always nice. That one kind of has like a mountain theme, maybe? Biden time. Let's put that sniffer in there. Oh, dude. She smells like chocolate macaroons. That smells really, really good. Normally, I'm not a big sweets guy. I will eat macaroons, so you're going to say, why is the hat on? One of the things they don't tell you when you shave your head and go bald is, especially when you're old, your pain receptors go down. So at some point, caught my head on the corner of the cabinet and didn't even notice it until the boy who was helping me put the stove in says, "What'd you do to your head?" I don't know. He goes, "Yeah, you got like a 6-inch scrape on there." Things we wish we knew when we were younger. Alright, we are going to slip her the tongue because she just smells too delicious, but I know you want to see what that SRM is going to be. So we're on low power. We're not doing much of anything. We're barely getting any color through, so let's light her up. There you go, that's turbo. Turbo, and we're barely getting anything through, so. Put her on high and see if that cuts it. High barely cuts through the stem. Not even denting the bowl. So, we are going to say that that beer is another one in the high 90s. We'll give her a double 9. Of course, we grade 1 to 100 because everything else is too damn complicated. Fingers getting cold, man. Temperature's dropping out here. Well, we put the other beer inside. Let's slip her the tongue and see what she's got to tell us. I almost feel like I got coconut stuck in my teeth. She's surprisingly boozy. I didn't get the booze off the nose, but I definitely got it off the initial hit. Coconut chocolate all over the place, but that boozy note, like barrel age, that's kind of surprising. I know she's a 10, but there's a lot of 10s out there that are much more well tempered than this. That being said, Miss Squizzy, that being said, she's sweet. She tastes like a dessert. It's definitely a dessert beer, pastry beer. Dirty. Relatively fast, though. Take that back, she's medium. She comes in, she rides the tongue, soft palate, intradentals, nothing leaks out into the buccals or the sublinguals. Yeah, that chocolate macaroon is just super forward and present. I like chocolate macaroons. I like macaroons. Macaroon's delicious. It's not really working so well with that heavy boozy note in there, which I'm not really thrilled about. I don't know if they needed to up the lactose in here, maybe? Kind of cut that off, but by the time she gets to the back of your throat, she's basically all booze. Still, not bad. We have had worse, my friends. We are sitting at 50, so we're up 4 or 5 degrees. We need to let her come up 2 more. You said what, 45, 46? So let's come her up to 52. And we'll go from there. So we shall return, my friends, in just a moment. Until then, hang in there. Did you like the lights? I thought the lights were cool. Digging through shit while we were hanging Christmas lights today. So, yeah, I'll put it in the video. Alrighty. I think we are there. Looking at 52.753. I think we are good to go. That nose in there, see what's up. So the coconut overweighs the chocolate on the nose. It did in the beginning, it does now. It smells like a chocolate macaroon. I know, redundant, but it is what it is. See, now I don't pull the booze off the nose for some reason. It's kind of odd. Doesn't matter. We're going to sliver the tongue and find out, my friends. Salud. As she's warmed up, the flavors as she's warmed up, the flavors have separated and the booziness is dumbed down. Initially we got chocolate, then we kicked into the it blended right into a chocolate macaroon. By the time it hit the back of the throat, probably a 3 count. But when she got to the back, the booziness had basically dissipated. Now, not the gas though. And I'm okay with that. I'd prefer this to be less boozy. So we said the SRM on this is a 98.99. She is pitch black, can't cut through it with a lightsaber, let alone a flashlight. And so yeah, we want to start drinking her in the warmer zone, probably about a 55. At 52, she's starting to present nicely, and she's tasty, but with the caveat that she's really sweet, and she really, really is a pastry beer, a dessert beer. I almost grabbed Campfire S'mores. I saw that one, but then I saw a chocolate macaroon, and I was like, but I love chocolate macaroons more than I love s'mores. She has gotten better. She hasn't really sped up all that much. She's still dirty as sin. She's really not chalking out my teeth, which is also surprising, because usually at 10, it gets really dry, it chalks it out. No, not this one. She is dirty, dirty. So, I'm going to assume that the little taster we left in the house is warmer than the 55.2 I'm looking at now. 55.2. Which, again, is probably the sweet spot for this particular beer. Salud. Yeah, so chocolate, coconut macaroon, maybe a little bit more chocolatey on the back. Boozy note is gone. Dirty, and she's gone into medium fast, so give me a second. Let me go pull that taster out and see what kind of temp we get on that. If that's up around 60, that's where we're going to top this out and end this. Be right back. The current ambient air temp out here right now is 55.4, so I don't think that beer is going to get much warmer. Let's mix it so we can get a homogeneous temp. This one's at 55 also. Looks like that's where that is where we are topping out this evening. It also makes me think that that's probably where we want to be drinking this beer, just from the color alone. Odd. See now, in the little glass, we don't have the big bowl to trap all the aroma, but we should have enough to get some in there. I'm getting a chalky kind of nose along with some of the booziness, but not that chocolate macaroon punch. So, hotness. Anyway, I have to taste her because she's out here. Yeah, so at the double nickel, this is about where you want to drink this beer. It's a good beer. Is it a great beer? No. So, buy her again? Probably not. Drink her again? Maybe. Try her on tap? Neil deGrasse Tyson of beer, aka Batshit Man. Nothing we won't tap. Handed this to me out of the cooler. I would say thank you, but I'd probably look for something else. Is it really my cup of tea? Excuse me. That being said, is she good for the style? Well, if you're just literally looking for a pastry beer, a dessert beer, you could do a lot worse, but there's going to be better ones out there. Is the flavor profile interesting? Yeah, it does gradient up in the right temperature range. That boozy note, when she's down too low, is kind of off-putting, but I'm not going to take points off for drinking the beer too cold. So yeah, she's fine for the style, especially for the pastry style. She really does pack that sweetness in there. She does have a decent flavor gradient. We're going to call her a 4.5. She's drinkable. She's serviceable. She's just not my cup of tea. I've never had anything from these guys before, so I don't really have much of a scale to judge on, but just from a sample of one off, they seem like they're a pretty good brewery. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, 4.5 is fair. So, when you raise your glass for your last sip tonight, as we are about to do, thanks for coming by, putting some eyeballs on here, my people. You know I love you, the big three, right? Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, great man, innocent, hot and handy. Comes with its own responsibilities, that's on you. When you raise your final toast tonight, I'd like to toast to my cousin Tommy, who passed after a long battle of colon cancer, which is absolutely brutal. He was my closest cousin, because he and I are only a couple of months apart in age. It's kind of scary when you think about it. You know, I think I still have 2, maybe 3 family members still living on the East Coast, and that's it, man. We're dwindling. The boomer zone. It's getting to us. So, Tom, here's to you, cuz. Love you and I miss you, man. Salud. Yeah, not really that good. I mean, good, just not for me. Alright, folks, have a nice one. I will see you on the next one, if I can find the off button. Adios.